Hey guys, back into the electronics zone. This I didn't build myself, so this is the Electro Harmonix Memory Man, and this is like a tube preamplifier. I forgot who made this, but anyway, you would think, why am I taking this out of the box of the Memory Man and just put it in there? Well, I wanted to have both these units. The more interesting thing though is I found online really amazing mods you can do for this Memory Man print board. So this is the original print board made by Electro Harmonix. Here you go. There's a couple of chips on here that are harder to get nowadays. You can, but they're a little harder to get. By putting this thing into this box, I have the Memory Man in the box, but then with all these different switches and controls, I can actually make way more crazier sounds with this pedal than the pedal could by itself. And that's the whole interesting part of modifying existing guitar pedals. And there's a whole scene out there, do-it-yourself guitar pedals, modification to guitar pedals. There's actually a great book you can find on Amazon that is called How to Modify Your Existing Guitar Pedals. It's incredible what you can do with it. There's one module, all kinds of fuzz pedals in there, and those I did make myself completely. And I did some really interesting switches with that, different feedback loops. I can get a little bit more technical when I show that for some of the viewers that love the electro technical aspect of it. You would think, why are you doing this yourself? Did you just started doing this? No, I did this a lot when I was a kid. So even before I was able to play electric guitar, I built already the amplifier. And my mom never allowed me to work with tubes. So when I left the house when I was 17, then I was able to work with tubes. And in my bedroom, which now at the same time, you can point the camera to the bedroom, which is not only a bedroom right now, it's also a storage center for electronic parts, tubes, amplifiers, and God knows what. So I like to work outside. It's a little cold today, but normally it's very nice. I'm going to be putting together like 3-4 tube amps and also do customization and mods on it. So I have all these different switches to create like different types of tones. Like one of the things I built, which is yesterday and I tested it, you would think, what the hell is this? It looks so simple. Three they call them potentiometers, 3 capacitors and 1 resistor, and an in and an out. And you would think, like, what could be as simple as this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the original equalizer of a Marshall amp. So I copied it and I tested it yesterday, and it works, and it works really great. But I also found equalizer settings for various different amps, including some Fender ones, orange. And so my idea is, and how interesting would that be, that you build a tube amp that has a standard preamp, and it has a standard, well, not standard, but a tube pre-section of the amplifier, then the main amp and the speakers. But the equalizing section in between, I can choose between all these various analog signal paths of various different amps that were designed over the last like 70, 80 years. Again, this is a total experiment. I'm actually not coming up with all this shit myself. For starters, there's a lot of things you can find online, and I also have help from somebody who's like 60, 65, who is an expert in modifications on guitar amps. So I call with him at night and he gives me feedback and tips and tricks what I should be looking for and what I should be very careful with, because tube amps do one thing wrong and you're dead. So, and we don't want that. But it's so great to do. So it's actually combining 2 things together. One, it's bringing back something that I was so passionate about when I was a kid, all the way up to 21, 22, and then my career took off and then I had to stop doing this. And secondly, it is something that I really want to use currently in a big project that I'm working on. So that's it for now, and I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and then I'm gonna continue.